and welcome back to another episode on the Coaching from My Wheelchair podcast. I'm your host, Coach Jay, and today we're diving into a topic that affects every aspect of our personal and professional lives: leadership. Now, you might be thinking, I'm not a CEO or a manager, so do I even have a leadership style? And my answer to that is absolutely. Leadership isn't just about job titles. Whether you're leading a team, managing a project, running your own business, or even just making key decisions in your life, you have a leadership style. Today, we're breaking down the 4 leadership styles, what they are, how they impact those around you. We'll discuss the advantages, challenges, and best use cases for each. And most importantly, you'll learn how to identify your own leadership approach, when to adapt your style to different situations, and how to develop leadership skills that help you build stronger relationships, make better decisions, and elevate your career. So, settle in, and let's get ready to find the leadership style that fits you. Let's dive in. Alright, let's begin. Leadership isn't just for CEOs, managers, or people with fancy job titles. Leadership happens every day in different forms, whether you're guiding a team at work, mentoring a friend, managing family responsibilities, or even leading yourself through personal growth. But here's the thing: how you lead makes all the difference. Your leadership style influences how you communicate, how you make decisions, how you handle conflict, and how you inspire others to action. Think about it. Have you ever had a boss, teacher, coach, or mentor whose leadership style just clicked with you? You felt motivated, valued, and inspired to do your best work. On the flip side, have you ever had a leader who just didn't get it? Maybe they were too controlling, or maybe they were too hands-off and left you lost in the process. The reason those experiences felt so different: leadership style. Now, research suggests that there are 4 primary leadership styles, and most of us naturally lean toward one or two of them. Let's break them down and see if you recognize yourself or someone you know in these styles. 1. Autocratic leadership. The command and control style. This is the my way or the highway type of leader. They make quick decisions, set strict rules, and expect people to follow orders without much input. Think of military generals, high-pressure CEOs, or sports coaches who demand excellence. This leadership style strengths. This leadership style works great in crisis situations where quick, decisive action is needed. It keeps teams on track and eliminates confusion. But here are some challenges. It can sometimes feel too rigid, making employees or team members feel unheard. Overuse of this style can lead to low morale and burnout. And how do you relate? If you like being in control and making fast decisions, you might lean toward this leadership style. Okay, I have a real-life example. I had a coaching client, let's call him Mark, who was a restaurant manager. He had a strong autocratic leadership style, quick decisions, strict processes, and a focus on efficiency. But guess what? His employees started quitting because they felt like they had no voice. Through coaching, we worked on balancing his approach. He kept his expectations clear, but started asking for employee input. The result? A happier team and better results. 2. Democratic leadership. The let's decide together style. This is the team player leader. They value input from everyone before making a decision. Think of leaders who hold brainstorming sessions, ask for feedback, and believe in collaboration. Their strengths include creating a motivated, engaged team where people feel heard and valued. Employees tend to be more creative and committed because they have a say in decision-making. But there the challenge is too much discussion can slow down decision-making. Sometimes, leaders need to make tough calls, and waiting for consensus can delay progress. Do you relate? If you're someone who loves teamwork, brainstorming, and hearing different perspectives before making a decision, this might be your natural style. Here's another example from my coaching experience. I worked with a leader named Jessica, who led a team of graphic designers. She was great at getting input, but she struggled with actually making decisions. Deadlines were being missed because she wanted everyone to agree first. We worked on helping her balance collaboration with assertiveness, keeping the discussion open, but knowing when to step in and make the call. 3. Transformational leadership. The visionary style. This is the inspirational leader. They don't just lead. They motivate people to grow beyond what they thought was possible. They push their teams to be innovative, think big, and embrace change. Think of great business leaders like Steve Jobs or motivational speakers who spark change in others. Their strengths are helping people grow, adapt, and push boundaries. It's especially powerful in industries that require creativity and vision. They are challenged with high expectations, which can be overwhelming. Not every team or individual is ready for constant change and transformation. Do you relate? If you're someone who loves inspiring others, setting big goals, and driving change, you might be a transformational leader. I once coached an entrepreneur named David who had big ideas and loved motivating his team. But his problem? He was so focused on big vision that he forgot about the small steps needed to get there. His employees felt lost and overwhelmed. We worked on helping him provide more structure while keeping his inspiration alive. Once he found that balance, his business thrived. 4. Laissez-Faire leadership, the hands-off style. This is the, chilled leader. They trust their team completely, providing minimal supervision and letting people work however they see fit. Think of creative workplaces where employees are given full freedom. This kind of leadership works great with highly skilled and self-motivated individuals. It fosters creativity and innovation, but faces challenges. If the team lacks direction, it can lead to confusion, lack of accountability, and missed deadlines. Do you relate? This might be your style if you like giving people freedom and trusting them to do their best work with little interference. Check out this example. I coached a leader named Tony who ran a digital marketing agency. He believed in full autonomy, but his team was struggling. Some people needed more direction. We worked on adding some structure while keeping his hands-off approach. The result? A more balanced, productive team. All right, so now that we've covered the 4 leadership styles, which one do you relate to the most? Maybe you see yourself in more than one. That's completely normal. Most of us lean toward a dominant style, but adapt depending on the situation. And here's the best part. Great leaders don't just stick to one style. They learn when to be direct, when to be collaborative, when to inspire, and when to step back. Here's something to think about. If you had to pick just one leadership style that best describes you, which one would it be? Have you ever worked for someone who had a leadership style that really inspired or frustrated you? Before we wrap up, let's tackle some questions I often get about leadership styles. Can I have more than one leadership style? Absolutely. Great leaders adapt their style based on the situation and the people they're leading. What if my leadership style doesn't match my team? Adaptability is key. Learn what motivates your team and adjust your approach accordingly. How can I improve my leadership style? Self-awareness is step 1. Get feedback, take leadership assessments, and keep learning. What's the biggest mistake leaders make? Trying to lead without understanding their team's needs. Great leadership is about connection, not control. Final thoughts and takeaways. I hope this episode has given you insights into your own leadership style and how you can use it to make a greater impact in your personal and professional life. Remember, leadership isn't just about a job title, it's about how you show up in the world, how you inspire others, and how you create positive change. Before we go, here's your challenge. Identify your dominant leadership style. Find one way to adapt it for better impact this week. Share your thoughts with me. What's your leadership style? Let's keep the conversation going. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who could use a leadership boost. Until next time, stay educated, stay informed, and always keep learning.
You can also buy a copy of Coach Jay's book, Coaching from My Wheelchair. Tips, tidbits, tools, and strategies for improving your personal and professional self-development, available on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. You can also connect with him on social media, on Instagram at TWCCSLLC, and you can also find him on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and through his website at therightcoachingservices.com/podcasts.
Thanks for tuning in, and remember to stay educated, stay informed, and learn something new. Until next time, this is Coach Jay.